After a turbulent year to say the least, Tokyo Joshi is able to put on their biggest show ever, Wrestle Princess, taking place in the most famous venue in Japan, the Tokyo Dome. So happy that in just over half a decade, Tokyo Joshi has grown from putting on a couple matches per night in cramped venues to going to such a big stage. Sanshiro Takagi once said he believed Tokyo Joshi would outgrow DDT itself, and this is most likely the beginning of that happening. So, like I did with Brand New Wrestling, let's go down all the matches on the card, pick them apart, and discuss any storylines that are related to them. Firstly, we have a tag match opener with Suzume and Sori Sena versus Moka and Mai Suruga. Mai Suruga is making her TJPW debut. She usually works with Gato Move and Choco Pro. I'm not overly familiar with those promotions as I've only just started recently watching Choco Pro, but I'm happy she gets to wrestle in front of a crowd after so many months. It's possible this will be the match that gives Senna her first pin to start the show off on a happy note. Other than that, there's not much else. Next is another random tag match. Not much to say with this one, but Haruna and Neko will have new wrestling gear, Suzume will as well, and some other people will have new gear as well. So I'm excited to see that, and I hope Kamiyu gets new gear and a new theme. Please have a new theme, Kamiyu. Then there is the Yuna Manase return match against Raku. I didn't think we would get to see Yuna back so soon. When she announced she was leaving TJP, I thought she would be going around other promotions as a freelancer, but she just went next door to Ganbare, which I think she's really enjoying as it's a bit more her speed. I'm glad Yuna's back, as she had been with TJP for 3 years before leaving, and she deserves to be here at the biggest show so far. As for her opponent, I'm not a big Raku fan, and I hope Yuna isn't coming back just to lose to her. After that, we have a match I am super excited for, Hyper Misao vs Saki Akai. There's been no build up to this match, but whenever Hyper Misao gets a singles match in a large arena, you can expect a match filled with many shenanigans. I don't think Misao can beat Saki, as she is undefeated in the promotion whenever she shows up. And she is a champion in DDT, but you never know, it could be a good way to build Misao up for her eventual title shot that she deserves after pinning Yuka in the Princess Cup. Next is the International Princess Championship Tournament. Since winning the belt in January, Thunder Rosa has been the International Princess Champion until finally it was decided that she would have to relinquish the belt because she couldn't defend it. And so a tournament has been set up to decide the new champion, with Thunder Rosa given an automatic title shot after things in the world get better. I do appreciate that Thunder Rosa is still interested in going for the belt. She recently appeared on AEW and she is the NWA champion. So I'm glad to see that she's still interested in wrestling in a kinda goofy promotion like Tokyo Joshi. Instead of going through each tournament match, how about I just come out and say who I want to win? So the finals will come down to Hikari Noa and Yuki Kamifuku. And guys, it's purely coincidental that I'm wearing my U-Kickers underwear today, okay? I know Shoko is the most likely person to win, so she can become the first Grand Slam champion in the company. And I know Hikari winning would be a good story after her previous challenge for the belt in January, and winning the belt her friend Natsumi Maki lost. I was actually surprised Ito wasn't in the tournament, as she's the only person to have held the belt that's still in Tokyo Joshi, but the reason I picked Kamiyu to win is because, number one, she is international, being able to speak both English and Japanese. Number two, she has been getting more serious recently with her commitment to wrestling in Tokyo Joshi. Finally, I think with the world being on lockdown, there's no point giving Shoko the belt if she can't travel to defend it. So having a heel-ish type like Kamiyu hold it, and then taking on a bunch of hungry rookies until the world gets better, makes the most sense. And then Shoko or Thunder Rosa can beat Kamiyu when travel starts back up again. But I'm really bad at picking tournament winners, as seen with my Princess Cup predictions, so Shoko's probably going to win. Then we have the Maki Ito and Miyu Yamashita tag match. Miyu and Ito have been teaming consistently recently, and have busted out some combination moves, so I assume they would become a permanent tag team. However, we have them in a tag match against one another with mystery partners. Miyu mentioned Aja Kong and Maiko Satomura, but I doubt it will be them, as those are most likely going to be Miyu opponents later on. The silhouettes are male, so I'm presuming a Chris Brooks and Antonio Honda reveal, but it could be anyone, and I'm not getting my hopes up for any big reveal. Raika, Saiki, and Yu would be my dream partners, though. Also, this match may be a match before Ito and Miyu tag team officially, as a sort of testing each other's strengths situation. After that is the semi-final, the Tag Team Championship match. It's the Bakuratsu Sisters against Daydream, the longest reigning tag champions. I have Bakuratsu Sisters winning as it's their second challenge for the belt, something that doesn't happen often, and with Yuki having the shot at the Princess Championship, that has legitimized her, allowing her to pull her weight in big tag matches. And the Bakuratsu Sisters will finally raise the belt at the biggest show in TJPW history for a nice feel-good moment. I'm interested in what Miyu and Rika do afterwards. Maybe Rika will go for the big belt again after so long. No idea what Miyu will do, so that should be interesting. Maybe they'll just keep tagging together. Finally, there is the Princess Championship match. It's the current champion Yuka Sakazaki versus Princess Cup winner Mizuki. Mizuki has gone for the championship before after also winning the Princess Cup, but lost to Shoko. Now she is facing her best friend Yuka for the belt. Yuka and Mizuki have fought 3 times before, ending in 2 losses to Mizuki and a time limit draw. Technically there's another time limit draw, but I'm not sure we're going to count that one. And during the Princess Cup, Yuka was cheering on Mizuki throughout the tournament, and then finally realised that she has to now fight her friend. Instead of facing each other in tag matches leading up to Wrestle Princess main event, the two have instead been working together, even in matches when they're on opposite teams. They eventually went back to working together out of habit, attacking each other's partners. Things reached a boiling point in the last match where Yuka rescued Mizuki, but after the match, Mizuki burst into tears, confused as to why Yuka saved her when they are supposed to be opponents. Mizuki thinks that because Yuka is always making up for her faults, that she is being unable to grow stronger as a wrestler, and that in order to beat Yuka, she needs to channel her anger so she can hate Yuka. Yuka, on the other hand, is confused by Mizuki's words as she thinks this is another defense for with one of her friends, like with Shoko and Miyu where the two girls had respect for one another. But this seems like it's going to be a fast-paced, emotionally charged match, and I'm really excited for it. I don't think Mizuki is going to win, partly because I won that Hyper Misao match in January, but it's possible. And as I always say this, let's hope for a Saki-sama appearance, and she takes an angry and defeated Mizuki. It won't happen, but Saki-sama wanted Mizuki to join Bishkigun, saying she'd look good in black, and I can't argue with that. But honestly, I'm going through Saki-sama withdrawals, as it's been a year since she's had a match. So, that's Wrestle Princess. I'm looking forward to the show and hope Tokyo Joshi going to the Tokyo Dome becomes a regular thing. You can catch Wrestle Princess on DDT Universe, or Wrestle Universe, whatever it's called, for 900 yen a month, and the first month's free. If you guys have any thoughts about what you're most excited for this show, please let me know. Also, let me know how much of a contrarian I am for having Kamui win the International Princess belt. So again, thanks for watching. The new career retrospective is on the way. I just took a short break so I can get this out before the actual show. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.